But that's the problem. The yard is very tight, and maneuvering stuff around is very, very tricky at times. I really need to move that. What is it? Oh, it's the herbicide for the planter. Not the herbicide, the fertilizer for the planter. We will refill that once we're finished with the oilseed radish. But for right now, I'm just seeding the fields with oilseed radish and leaving it be. There's no point. There's no point in turning or fertilizing oilseed radish. Although it still counts when I plough it in. It's sort of, no, you grow the oilseed radish to put nutrients in the ground. You don't want to be fertilizing those to take the nutrients out. So that's a point where I'm not relying on game mechanic as a cheat. There are some things you can get away with doing that probably not entirely realistic. I'm going to drive. I'm going to put the someone follow me here. Oh, whoa. Drop you back to 25 because I don't think you need to be going 15 metres behind that windrower. So this tractor behaves much better with lighter equipment. I mean, we're having no trouble hauling the windrower up here. So nothing ready to do yet. So we will park this here. And what happened to the class? Yeah. Don't know what he's doing, but should have been following this. The steering wheel's up because he's on follow me. And that animation doesn't work when there's a helper in the tractor and you jump in to replace them. Put this on the side and turn that off. Okay. This time we'll walk back down the hill. So midday. The only thing we've got left to do is the hay. I'll check the water with the sheep on the way by. They didn't eat much. Oh, dog's gone. Let's drop some food in the bowl. I think at this point we'll take the Fendt back. I mean, the main deal here with this Fendt is that I needed a mid-sized tractor for haulage, and the Valtra was loaded, was fitted with narrow tyres and the spraying equipment. Now that's done, I can use the Valtra for haulage. So I don't absolutely need this tractor right now. and it's costing me daily. Oops. It's a nice tractor. It doesn't have a very good turn radius. So it's not great for our yard. But then for hauling stuff, just for a straight haulage, pulling stuff up to the shop or up to the silo from the fields, it's perfectly fine. There we go. Shouldn't be passing by a side street. It's 18 degrees air temperature, so there is a modicum of drying potential. Not sure what the wind speed is right now. It's lacking, but we don't have full sunlight. It's a cloudy day, so the drying potential for the hay is not that brilliant. I do think it needs to be collected before tonight, because there is the strong possibility of a dew in the morning, which will then result in us having wet grass again. And I don't have a tedder. The other option would be to look for a hay dryer. Oops, not that one. Next one. Which could work for us. Although it would mean that all of our can turn that. Good. Yeah, with the hay dryer, we would be able to create hay any time of year, because obviously once your grass is in the dryer, you're going to end up with hay regardless. I don't know. It'll give us loose hay rather than baled hay. I don't really have anything small enough to cart animal feed around in. This here on the left is the pig farm. A thin piece of thing there. Oh, excuse me. Now, my understanding is pigs can be very financially rewarding with seasons in 19. And it's not far from the what's it? The animal dealer for when you want to sell them. Chickens are over here. I never knew that this is where the chickens were. Although I didn't play Oakfield Farm in 17, so I was never really worried about where the chickens were, but had no clue that the chickens were across the road from the pig farm. What's the farm called? Oak Glen. Public footpath. Yeah, see. Although that is pointing right across the field, which is not a good thing. You shouldn't be walking on farmers' fields. But, as a public footpath, this isn't a very well-trodden path. Oh, we're on the edge of the wood. Ah, now that we got rid of the fence, we're not going to be able to do any logging for a while because I don't have a heavy front loader that can pick up the trees. We're doing quite well here. Bunch of trees on that side. The plan is once all of these have been harvested, and there's a lot of them, we'll grab ourselves a stump grinder and then replant them and sell the land, because I don't need to hold that land for 10 years, 6 years while the trees are regrowing. Much pay on this field. I don't own it, so I can't come and collect it. I don't think I own it. Do I own 14? No. Why is there? Oh! Yeah. We did a baling contract on that field, so we created the grass. But it was when the grass was dry. So by the time we'd wrapped it all, we had, yeah, that was enough to make all the bales. And any patches of grass we left behind have now dried out to become hay. And next time it rains, they will be disappeared on us. They go right over our heads. So it's now 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That was a long walk. Go up and check our grass field, see if it's dried out yet. I'm not going to be happy if it hasn't, because I do not need this to be becoming grass. Wet grass. Please be dry, please be dry, please be dry. You're not dry. I think that's a leftover from the last time we cut. This is all dry grass. I think I ran down this side when I started, so the first stuff that becomes hay would be here. But it further goes to show that really, if you're going to make hay on an English map, you do it in the height of summer. Don't even try it in spring, because every morning is damp So what you cut yesterday and maybe tedded will be wet grass the next morning. And fall's a problem too. I guess we can sit here for an hour and see what happens. Maybe 2 hours. So I'd like to be done before sunfall, although it's early autumn, it's probably going to be about 8 o'clock before the sun sets still. And we kind of need to do this today so that I'm expecting harvesting arable crops tomorrow. Also going to need to consider buying a slurry tanker. And just see how much silage we can make, or how much digestate we have down at the BGA so far this year. Oh, this is not looking good. Weather report. So yeah, this is horrible drying weather. Meh. Okay drying weather, but see, it's sunlight tomorrow, sunshine tomorrow, so better drying conditions. It's 6 o'clock already, and it's still not dried out. So I don't know that we're actually going to end up with any hay. I don't know this will even tell us. Oh well. I can leave the tractors out overnight, see what happens. That's Oakfield Farm cows, Oakfield Farm sheep. Sheep are doing fine, they're not particularly clean, but we do have pregnant sheep now. So this is the time of year to make sure you have sheep. I mean, we are probably going to increase our flock by 33, 66% maybe. I guess we're walking back and we will see what it looks like tomorrow morning. If it's wet grass, we're just going to have to row it and collect it. If it's dry grass, we can hope to have it dry out during the day. Maybe end up with some bales by the end of the day. For right now, door. It's the end of the day as we know it. Okay. 8 o'clock, 10, 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 for extra. 7 o'clock in the morning, we'll be waking up. So vehicle leasing, yes, 4,000 a day on that. I could afford to do it for 6 more days, but But then you're asking yourself, well, why not borrow some money and buy a tractor? It's very dark this morning. Oh, mid-fall already. Yeah. And the dog's gone missing. Oh well. Oh, did we have stuff we didn't put away? No. So go up top, check the field. Actually, we'll drive up top because we have other fields that we're checking. Ooh. Not very easy doing this in dead of night. Well, it's not even dead of night, but the sun has not risen. That's still looking like dry grass, so that's actually a good thing. It will continue to dry out for the rest of the day. Oilseed radishes come through on both of these fields now. And the sunflowers could be ready to harvest. And they open the gate and drive round. Okay. Either that car should have yellow tags on it with police aware stickers, or my suspicion is it's local detectives investigating something. So that says ready to harvest. Good. So that's a good thing. Need to figure out how to get out of the field now. We'll very carefully take this down the hill, actually. Not that you can do much sightseeing at this light level. Although with my driving, we could end up in something we don't want to end up in. Sunflowers are good to get. We're going to need a sunflower header for the harvester. I may see what that costs and get one delivered. Nice truck, this. enough room in the back for a thing. And it does have straps. Kind of useful too. Now, my problem is I always miss... Whoa! Tail lights would be good on traffic as well. I think the reason I saw that in time was because his front lights are on. There's nothing there to indicate that this is the turning. So what do these crops look like? Growing. So soybeans aren't ready. The soybeans on the other side of the main road won't be ready either. Have the sunflowers to harvest for a change. Same truck again. The turning is just a... Oh no, it's a car. Might be behind us. Or maybe not. Okay. Let's head down to the farm. Done with this contraption for the day. A lot easier to drive lanes like that in real life than it is in Farm Sim. Maybe it's because I don't have my main lights on. Oh, that's probably a bit better. Let them yellow. Okay, so that's done. Gonna need the Challenger out today. I'll leave the other two tractors set up for hay collection.